fellow citizens, members of the Labour Congress, distinguished guests, and most importantly, our esteemed workers. I say good morning to us all. Happy Labor Day. On this important day, we honor the men and women who set out every morning to serve, teach, build, heal, transport, protect, and grow our economy. They are the teachers who shape young minds, the health workers who heal the sick, the farmers who till our soil, and the miners who extract our natural resources, as well as countless others whose hands and hearts contribute to building Sierra Leone day by day. Your contributions are invaluable, I must say, and we deeply respect and appreciate your hard work. Ladies and gentlemen, today I wear two hats, one as president and the worker. I'm humbled as a servant to celebrate this day alongside you, the true architects of our nation's progress. And as your president, I pledge today to continue striving for a future in which all workers are treated with dignity and respect. May 1 is more than just a holiday. Our collective recognition of the sweat, sacrifice, and silent heroism of our workers must drive our economy, sustain our communities, and shape our future. My government acknowledges the dignity of that labor cannot exist without proper education, healthcare, and sustainable livelihood. For far too long, workers across our nation have demonstrated remarkable resilience despite facing significant challenges. The time has come to reimagine what labor means in Sierra Leone, not merely as a means of survival, but as a path to prosperity and fulfillment. True worker empowerment begins with meeting fundamental human needs and creating conditions for talent to flourish. Some might say the challenges are too significant and that meaningful change must wait for better times. Others might point to limited resources as a reason for modest ambition for workers' empowerment. But I stand before you today to reject the notion that Sierra Leone's workers must accept anything less than dignity, security, and opportunity. Since 2018, my government has placed people-centered development at the heart of our national agenda. We recognize that investing in our workforce is not merely a social obligation, but a cornerstone of sustainable economic growth. We have prioritized education to equip our citizens with the skills for today's and tomorrow's economy. We have strengthened healthcare systems to ensure a healthy, productive workforce. We have implemented agricultural reforms to boost productivity and food security. My government remains committed to strengthening labor laws to address contemporary issues. We have comprehensively reviewed our labor laws to align with international standards, enhancing occupational safety and workers' rights. We have established the Wages and Compensation Commission, which represents our bold and courageous commitment to addressing wage disparities, ensuring equitable compensation across sectors. As part of our medium-term plan, I've directed the Minister of Employment, Labor and Social Security to commence negotiations for a new national minimum wage. This is not a political gesture, but it is a fundamental step towards ensuring every worker can live with dignity. We will deepen our partnership with the Sierra Leone Labour Congress and the Sierra Leone Employers Federation, recognizing that social dialogue, not confrontation, is the surest path to industrial harmony and development. As I've always maintained, constructive dialogue is preferable to strife. When we engage in industrial conflict, we create additional problems in a nation already facing resource constraints. Ladies and gentlemen, as a government, we recognize the crucial role the informal sector plays in the economy and livelihood of our people. We know that a significant percentage of the working population earns living through informal work. This includes petty traders, market women, street vendors, subsistence farmers, transport operators like Okada and Keke riders, and small-scale artisans. My government is accelerating efforts to integrate the informal economy into our formal sector, protecting and offering opportunities to those who have been operating in the shadows. To address some of the challenges faced by workers in the informal economy, my government has prioritized extending the national social security coverage to include informal sector workers. This initiative will protect millions of Sierra Leoneans who previously lacked access to social safety nets. We will also invest strategically in sectors with the greatest potential for quality job creation, ensuring economic growth translates into meaningful employment. Ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, I invite you to imagine the Sierra Leone we are building together. A nation where labor is not merely tolerated, but celebrated. Workers receive fair compensation for their contributions. Innovation drives growth, and equity stands at the heart of all our policies. Imagine a Sierra Leone where parents return from work with enough energy to help their children with homework. Workplace injuries become rare rather than daily occurrences. And retirement brings security rather than anxiety. This is not an impossible dream, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Sierra Leone that your labor is creating, brick by brick, day by day. It is a Sierra Leone that our young people deserve and will be proud to inherit. A nation of opportunity where their energy and innovation can flourish. To the workers of Sierra Leone, including myself, I call upon us to bring our full talents, creativity, and commitment to what we do. Let us seek to upgrade our skills, embrace innovation, and participate actively in workplace dialogue. To the employers, I urge you to recognize that your greatest assets walk through your doors each morning. Invest in your workforce. Compensate their labor and efforts. Fairly prioritize safety and engage genuinely in social dialogue as we've started. To our development partners, we invite your continued support in building labor market institutions that foster productivity and worker well-being. And to the young people of Sierra Leone, our future workforce, equip yourselves with the knowledge and skills that will drive our nation forward. Your energy and ideas are not just welcome, but essential to our shared prosperity. As we commemorate this year's Labor Day, let us do so not just as a celebration or celebration of past achievements. Let us commit ourselves to the work that remains, building a Sierra Leone where every worker's contribution is valued. Labor leads to prosperity, and dignity of work becomes our national reality. Happy Labor Day, and may God bless the people of this great nation, the land that we love. Thank you.